Okay, let's rank some gaming consoles. There's really not much to say. I'm just gonna be ranking gaming consoles, every single gaming console ever made. So let's get started. First one we have is the Xbox. I think this is the Xbox 360, so we're just gonna put that at legendary because it looks cool. Next up we have the DS. This thing wasn't really that, I think it didn't even sell that well, so we're gonna put that at bad. Next up we have the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch it's okay. It's nothing special really. It's just it's kind of like a PSP but a little worse. Next up we have the Wii U. This is one of the best selling consoles. It's a really good console, so yeah, I'm gonna put it there. Next up we have is the Oculus. This is owned by Facebook, and Facebook is trash, so we're gonna put it at bad. Next up we have is the Xbox 360, but the white edition. Now this console is amazing because the white one got the red ring of death, and when gamers got the red ring of death, they either had to just not play their console and put it down and order a new one, or send it in to get it fixed. And during that time period of them not being able to use it because it was either being fixed from being sent in or they just couldn't play because it was broken, the gamers were actually forced to go out and touch some grass. So this console made gamers finally go touch some grass, so I'm going to put it in legendary. Next up we have is the regular Xbox 360. This thing is pretty amazing. Actually, it doesn't have the red ring of death, so I'm going to put it at bad. I didn't even know this thing existed until I was finding pictures for this video. I don't even know what this thing is, so I'm going to put it at amazing. It looks like a Xbox One X. Next up we have is the 2DS. This thing makes a great door stopper. Amazing. Here we have the PS3. No one cares about the PS3, but it does have Spider-Man, so I'm going to put it at amazing. Here we have the Panasonic. You know, the people that I think make screwdrivers. They made it like a GameCube. It looks amazing. Next up we have is I think this is like a little portable console. It's got like 1 billion games crammed into it, and I think it was like $20. So I think for that deal, that's just legendary. I mean, how are you gonna get a better deal than that? 1 million games crammed in that little thing, and plus it's blue, and blue's kind of cool. So actually, hold on. Whoops. Put that right there. We're just gonna put that right there for now. Next up we have is this. I'm pretty sure this is a whatever it's called, cloud streaming gaming console, and cloud streaming is awesome. It always works really well. Next up we have is the Gameboy SP. I'm pretty sure SP Advanced Micro. This was a pretty bad console, so yeah. Next up we have is the PS5. This looks like if an ice cream sandwich didn't want to be an ice cream sandwich. This thing looks awful. I'm gonna put it at bad. Next up we have is the Xbox, the big one. I mean, it takes up like half your space because it's so big, but it is Xbox, and Xbox is better than PlayStation. We're gonna put that at legendary plus amazing. Next up we have is the I think, oh, it's just the, shoot, I got the wrong picture. I meant to get this is a picture of the mini PS1 that they sold in stores. That was really good. It was really amazing. So I'm gonna put that up here because it's the little mini one. It's got like 20 games crammed in it, and that's a great deal for like, what was it, like $5 or something like that. Next up we have is Google Gaming thing. This controller is a ripoff of the Xbox 360 controller, or whatever that thing is right there. They're just both rips of each other. This one looks a little better though, so I'm gonna put it right here above this one because I think that controller just looks better. Next up we have is the Steam Deck. This thing is stupid. First of all, it's like $1 billion, and you can only play games for 1 hour, and they showed a game, like, see the game right there on the cover picture? It's Doom Eternal. You can play it on the Switch. So we're gonna put this here, and we're gonna put the Switch here actually, because the Switch can play like all the Doom games. This one can only play a Doom Eternal, and this one can play a Doom Eternal plus like Doom 3 and all that. So the Switch is better. So I'm gonna move. Next up we have the Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch. This thing is, I'd say, good. I'd say it's about the same as the Switch. Next up we have is the PSP. The PSP and the Switch are pretty much the same, but the PSP takes like discs, and discs are old news, so we're gonna put that right there. Next up we have, this is a Sega console, so I don't think I really have to say anything else. Actually, hold on. Okay. Next up we have is the Mario Kart Arcade Racer. I think everyone should have one of these. I have 4 personally, so if you don't have one of these, you're clearly not a gamer, so we're gonna put that in legendary. Actually, it's a little too realistic for my standards. I prefer playing with one joystick, or Joy-Con, I'm sorry. I can't speak because this has just got me flabbergasted. So yeah, we're just gonna put it in legendary. I can't believe I put it that high. Next up we have is this. This is a $400 like Atari computer. It's a great thing. I mean, we all love Atari games, right? Atari games are just so cool, and they're high quality. That's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, we're gonna put that right there. Next up we have is the Coca-Cola Game Gear. I'm gonna put this at the very bottom. Not because it's made by Sega, but because Pepsi is better than Coke. Next up we have is an iPad. Now iPads can play all these games, but better, and they're portable. An iPad is portable, so we're gonna put that right there. Actually, wait. Okay, let me just move that right there. Next up we have is the original Game Boy. The screen on this thing is amazing. The buttons are amazing. The size, it's just an amazing console, so we're going to put that right there. Next up we have is a Switch Lite. This is obviously better than the Switch. It is $100 more, but it's just better, so we're going to put it right down here. Whoops, I actually got these two switched. Hold on. Okay, next up we have is the 3DS. I really like the 3DS, but honestly, the whole 3D part is kind of bad, so we're just going to put it in okay. The 3D part just isn't that good. I wish you could turn it off. Next up we have is a gaming PC. Hold on. Just give me a second. Okay, let me just put that right there. You are so mad right now. Next up we have is an iPhone, and obviously this goes here. You can play like Candy Crush and stuff like that, so yeah, that goes way up here. Next up we have is the Wii. I think the Wii U is better than the Wii, so we're gonna put the Wii down here. Next up we have is a Pokédex. Pokédex are so much fun. There's so much crammed into it, so we're just gonna put it at legendary. Next up we have is the original Xbox. Now this thing not only has an amazing name, but the controller, it fits everyone's hands. It just feels good in your hands. So I'm gonna have to put it above every PlayStation. So yeah, it's right here. Next up we have is the SNES, but it's like weird. I don't like this. This doesn't look that good. Next up is, what is this? Oh, Dreamcast. Dreamcast is like, I mean, look at this thing. There's like a screen on the controller or something. The Pokédex is better though, so we're gonna put Dreamcast right there. Next up we have is the Gameboy Micro. This is the Game Boy like DS version. They stole from the DS, so I'm gonna have to put that above the DS right there. Virtual Boy. This thing, where's the Oculus actually? So I put the Oculus right here. So we're gonna put, this thing is better than the Oculus. So we have to, I think I'll put it right here. There we go. Next up we have is a Tamagotchi. These things are so cool. You can like play with them and take care of them. So we're just gonna put it at legendary. Actually, no. Next up we have is the KFC console. Shoot, hold on. Okay, let's go and grab it. Put it right there. Okay, sweet. The Gamecube. The Gamecube has, I don't really like the shape of it. I wish it was more of like a circle, so we're just gonna put it right here. 2DS XL. This gets rid of the 3D from the 3DS, so this is better, so we're gonna put it all the way up here. Next up we have is the Spongebob plug and play. This is obviously, better than PC. It just is, yeah, that fits this category. Next up we have is the Xbox One S. Great name, great console. The the PS4? I'm tired of hearing about the PS4. The PS4 is trash. This is a Pac-Man plug and play. You can play a bunch of Pac-Man games, and you can only play these games on this. It's not like they're on any of these other consoles, so we're gonna put that up here. Super NES. This thing doesn't have really that good of a game library, so we're gonna put it at okay. Next up we have is this. I don't know what this thing is, but it just looks good, and it's priced at like $400, so you know that is a bargain. Switch OLED. The Switch OLED is better than the Switch, obviously, so we're gonna put it right here. Xbox. This is like the digital one. It's really ugly, but it is Xbox, and Xbox is better than PlayStation. This is a Sega console, so yeah. And last but not least is this. This is like the little things you fill with water, and you press the buttons, and you try to get the little rings on the hoops, and they're filled with water. They're like $1. Yeah, so this is my tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I think this is as accurate as you can get. Okay, so don't even fight me in the comments. Don't even say, oh, you're wrong, you put this here, you put that there. No, this is perfect. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I know you're mad right now. Yeah, too bad. Stay mad. Okay, so if you haven't got it by now, happy April Fools. This is just a joke. I want to know how many of y'all actually watched till this part and were actually, like, believed this was real and were actually getting mad. Surely not. I mean, I went so off the rails that, like, there's no way. If you did, though, please comment down below, because I'd love to hear if any of y'all got mad. Yeah, that's it. This is my list. Happy April Fools. And, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to stay crazy, and, yeah, bye. Happy April Fools. Little did these fools know that this tier list is 100% accurate to my thoughts.